name is Achal, and I'm a therapist, and I work with a lot of gender and sexuality issues. I want to ask you all, how many of you know what sexuality is? Sexuality मतलब क्या? बोलो कोई भी. पता है, नहीं पता है, interest नहीं है, सुना नहीं है. So sexuality is essentially who you are attracted to. Now most people say if you're a man, you're attracted to a woman. If you're a woman, you're attracted to a man. But well, that's not the case. And that's why we are talking here. So for example, I'm a woman and I'm attracted to women. So that would make me a lesbian. A gay man would be somebody who's attracted to men and is a man. Right? A trans person. How many of you have heard the word trans? So great, it's for everyone who's sitting behind in quotes and might not heard trans. Trans is different from a hijra person. Hijra सबने सुना है? गाली की तरह इस्तेमाल होता है, चीजें बोली जाती हैं. Trans person is somebody who does not identify with the body or sex given at birth. मतलब, did you understand? You want me to repeat? Means कि अगर आप लड़का पैदा हुए हो पर आपको बड़े हो क्या लगता है कि नहीं मैं लड़के की ज़िंदगी नहीं जी पा रहा हूँ, मैं लड़की जैसा फील कर रहा हूँ, मैं लड़की जैसा आइडेंटिफाई करता हूँ, तो उसको ट्रांस बोलते हैं. अगर आपका जेंडर मैचिंग है, मतलब आप लड़की बॉर्न हुए, आप लड़की बड़े होके भी फील करते हो, आप सारी चीज़ें करते हो, तो वो सिस होता है. ये दो शब्द इम्पॉर्टेंट है, ट्रांस और सिस. ठीक है, मैं बस ये बोल रही हूँ क्योंकि आई डोंट थिंक सबके पास ये इन्फॉर्मेशन है हमारी बातें समझने का. Right? So what are the problems in the housing sector? Would you want to say something?
Yeah, since we have jumped from, thank you for beginning by explaining what exactly we are talking about and about the community that we are talking about. Also want to ask, when you hear the word home or house, what comes to your mind? What is the first thing that comes to your mind?
You want to say something? Say? A place where you feel safe. You have a very modern thinking of it. Can I ask one of you, sir? आप घर किसको चीज बोलते हो? बोलिए, कोई भी बोलेगा. Family stays. Who's a family for you? Fair.
Okay, so traditionally we define home as or house where it's a physical structure. The first thing that comes to your head, because when I was roaming around the whole convention, I could just see concrete all over. And I was like, okay, this is what house means. But I think for an individual and working with homeless individuals, what we have realized over time, that home is also a psychological construct. And by that, we means not just the absence of, for a homeless individual, it's not just an absence of a four wall and a roof. It's also an absence of safety. Like he very rightly pointed out, they very rightly pointed out that it's where you feel safe. So also a place where you do not feel safe, you would ideally think that, oh, am I actually homeless? Not because it's an absence of physical space, but also absence of a sense of safety.
Okay, so Pele, we are talking about problems that queer people face or LGBT community face when it comes to housing or buying a house. But before that, are you aware of the problems we face in general? For example, मेरे को देख के कितने लोगों ने सोचा कि मेरे घर पर हस्बैंड होएगा या बॉयफ्रेंड? किसी ने सोचा ये क्यों सोचेगा? या फॉर एग्जाम्पल मेरे को स्टेज पे बुलाने के लिए आपने मैडम यूज़ करा, आपने मेरे से कंफर्म भी नहीं करा कि वो मेरा प्रिफर्ड चॉइस है कि नहीं. आपने इनवाइट करा है, आपने डिसाइड करा है, राइट? सो मेरी प्रॉब्लम्स क्या होंगी एज अ जेनेरिक पर्सन, और फिर मैं बात करती हूँ कि प्रॉपर्टी में खरीदने के क्या प्रॉब्लम्स होंगे, राइट? फॉर एग्जाम्पल, सबसे पहले everyone will assume कि I will have a husband, I will get married, I will have a boyfriend, but that is not necessary. So first I'll have to struggle with society कि oh my sexuality is different, oh my gender is different. Now why will it be a struggle? Because when I'm struggling, people, if I'm choosing to tell people, I will have consequences. People might not give me money, my parents might not speak to me, my friends might not speak to me. So I will lose. If I accept my identity, I'm going to lose certain privileges, certain advantages. Then I accepted. Now what do I have to do? I have to come out and tell you. Why do I have to tell you? Because all of you just assume my identity. Right? So this process is called coming out. Now can I come out once? Just I've come out on this stage कि bros मेरी girlfriend है घर पे. Actually मैं नहीं है, but that's what I would prefer. So I'll have to come out. Do you think I will not have to come out in another event that I go to? That's not true. I'll have to come out there. I'll have to come out with my colleagues. I'll come out after school. I'll come out after college. I will keep coming out. That is never ending because you'll never actually stop assuming. The only thing is if you stop assuming, then I'll have to stop coming out because you'll have to then ask, right? Then let's assume I've accepted myself, I've come out, all of this has happened. My third problem will be how will I find a partner? Now who do I find? I want to spend my life with this girlfriend. Where is this girlfriend? And where will I find her? Most spaces that I go to, this woman will be straight, might not be my girlfriend. Let's assume that also works out. And I find this girlfriend. Now what will be the problem? Like everyone, I would want to build a family. I would want to build a home. I want to live in with her. Now I can't get married to her according to law today, right? So I'll go, we'll say, chalo, let's move in. Now what will the problems come up? So the thing is, I can't buy a home. Suppose I am in love with her and we are dating for 5 years. We cannot buy a home together. Now why can we not buy a home together? So by Indian law, you are only allowed to buy a home with somebody who is related by blood or you are married to. So me and her cannot go buy a home. So now what will happen? One of us will have to have a mutual understanding. Chalo, you earn more, you buy a house. Will you keep me in the house? Then what will happen? What will happen if I have a breakup? She'll throw me out. All of the money of the house will go. But there is no legislation right now that will allow both of us to buy the house together. Then what will be the problem? No bank will give us loan together. We'll have to get married to get that loan. Marriage can we happen? No. What is the, why do people like to get married? Except for all of the basics, is there is loan advantages to getting married. Couples get a lower rate of interest as compared to a single person buying the loan. Also, you are more likelihood for your loan or home loan to pass if your two people who are working are paying the EMI as compared to one. Okay? That is also the case. Then if I have to even go further on, chalo, me and Sarah lived together, had a live-in relationship for the next 10 years. Then I got cancer and died. But I paid 70% of our home of 1 crore. Sarah paid 30 lakhs. After that, my parents abandoned me. They don't speak to me. After my death, they've come and taken qabza of the house. Why? Because Sarah, by law, cannot occupy my house. So after death, my partner's house is gone. Because my family who decided not to talk to me has come and taken the house. Now what do you do? Again, no provision. Have you all ever thought of this? Isn't this something to think about? And this is so beyond the problem of my neighbor has a problem कि मेरी girlfriend है or society is not letting me allow. Let's assume society भी मस्त है, allow भी कर रही है. What do we do about this? Okay, if I had to take it even a step further, right? What would be my problems? My problems would be if I have to call an agent. I want to live in with a friend of mine. Why are you both unmarried? You're 35, she's 36. Don't want to get married or what? I will first have to explain to the agent. Then I'll have to explain to the society. Then I'll have to explain to my landlord. And if and when I am approved, I am approved. Otherwise, I am not approved. For example, I wanted to buy a car 3 years ago. A little less established in my career. People refused to give me loan. Why? They said, who's your father? I said, I don't have. He died. Oh, you can't get loan. Brother don't have. Husband don't have. So like, madam, loan nahi milega. Why? I have money in my bank. I pay GST. I pay tax. But they don't let you take a loan if you're a single woman who runs a business. Your credibility immediately goes low, even if you have a credit score of 800. So that will be my other problem. Do you want to add something?
Yeah, I mean, thank you for sharing most of it that I had planned. But some things that I also wanted to add there was a larger structural problem with all of this individual problem that we are talking about. So first is the journey of identifying yourself, getting or feeling home in your own body and mind. And then you go ahead by, okay, who are you living with? So your family, ideally, someone, a blood relative. So then you go about explaining it to them that what are you feeling, what are you experiencing, and exploring that more. Now, when you add on to that another layer of low socioeconomic condition, you are from a lower caste, you are from, your family is, you are the first generation learner in your family. There's no education background in your family. Your parents are daily wage workers. Do you think they would have the time and resources to sit and listen to you and understand, oh, what are you in the exploration phase? What are you going through? What is happening? Do they have that sort of mindset at that point of time, that mental state to be able to understand you? And then when finally, okay, you have told them that this is what it is, and then there is no acceptance, there's more uncertainty around it, there's more anxiety around it. So you decide to, okay, I will leave this family wherever I'm staying. This, for example, if it's a rural setup or a remote area, then I leave this setup and I move to cities, thinking Mumbai is, for example, a modern city, more acceptance. But then you have all those problems that she's talking about, that there is more, we talk about acceptance, but acceptance तो आ गया पर घर तो नहीं मिलने वाला, बहुत सारी problems उधर है, unemployment, underemployment, lower wages, all these problems, तो आप यहाँ तो आ गए, पैसे तो यहाँ भी नहीं है, and then you are again stuck in the same cycle. Then you look for friends, again you find the same problem, tenants say, landlord say, roommates say, friends say, they do not know how to understand you, they do not know how to help you, they add on to the problem more. And there is again more anxiety, uncertainty, lack of acceptance around that. And then you are left with something, then you are on the mercy of a shelter, which is provided by government. So legislative, so there is no, legal protection for individuals from the community. But then again, shelter homes की अगर हम बात करते हैं, तो then there is one shelter जो policy में है, गरिमा गृह. गरिमा का मतलब किसे पता है इधर यहाँ पे? What does गरिमा means? सेल्फ एस्टीम, प्राइड और सेल्फ रिस्पेक्ट. बट जैसे वो बनाया गया है गरिमा गृह, it's you take all the individual, you put them under one roof, and you have a set of standard interventions for all of them. Now imagine you have a baby in your house. Do you feed them the same food to the baby? Do you make them wear the same clothes that you are wearing? Do they have a separate shampoo, a separate soap? The whole, their whole life is very different. Their needs are very different. So based on their needs, you change what you provide them. But that is not happening when we are talking about government policies. They have put all the individuals under the umbrella together, and then the interventions are, then. और ये है कि चलो कुछ नहीं है, उससे अच्छा कुछ तो है. तो जो है वो मुझे लगता है they are adding on to the problem more. And we are not even understanding the problem better, but we are all sitting here looking for solutions without realizing actually problem क्या है. You want to add something?
So problems तो बहुत हैं, पर अभी solution क्या है? Or what can you do as individuals? If you live in a society, you own a flat, please understand that you have a lot of power. If you are able to understand what I'm speaking, means that you are privileged, right? If you are somebody who owns a flat, can you please rent it to people who are single, or rent it to people who are gay or lesbian or belong to the community who nobody will rent those flats to? It is your flat. You can decide who to rent it to. If you are a chairman of a society, if you stay in a society, you have the choice to pick that your society will also have single people living. There are so many societies in Bombay that have only married people. This will only a society that gives rent to married families. Why? Marriage gives you a certificate that you are not criminal, rapist, bad, horrible, you don't beat your wife. So 70% of women face domestic violence. So it doesn't mean that if you're married, you won't have problems, you will be of the decent kind. ज़रूरी नहीं है if you are gay, lesbian, आप पार्टी करते हो, हमारे पास भी नौकरियां हैं, पैसे कमाने पड़ते हैं, घर चलाना पड़ता है. So ऐसा नहीं है that the interpretation is, oh, दिस इज तो बर्बाद इंसान, ये लाइफ में यही करेगा, पर वो नहीं है. सो यू हैव पावर फर्स्टली. नाउ इफ यू आर अ डेवलपर, you can put in a law, okay, before the society forms, this will be a society that will have rent for whatever, usme whatever, suppose 100 flats are there, 20% will be allocated to single people, not even queer people, if you want to say that, right? Can we do that? Small change we can. Then your advertising, I see so many property places, you call so much, you make posters of it. Can you have of two men standing on a poster, two women standing on a poster, or always you'll show family and say, come book my flat?
The family will refuse to buy the flat.
Also, when you're looking at individuals, you're staying in Bombay, it's a, you know, the per rate of square foot in every area is too much. You're looking at people who are disconnected from families, etc. As a developer, as a builder, you would look at building smaller studio apartments which aren't catered around a family household. The second room is always sold as, "Arey, this is inclusive for my child." What if you're not going to have a child? Right? Even when you're talking to agents, do we train agents? Today I searched online, give me LGBTQI broker in Bombay. I got nothing. So can websites, when you're working with Magic Breaks, etc., start having a filter of LGBTQI friendly stuff? Right? How will I know that you are okay with me if you are also not putting it out there? You have forms. For example, just for fun, I went and I tried to buy pool villa. Pools outside, there's a stall, okay? They said, fill a form. Their form will not let you write gender of your choice. Simple change can make one piece of form. It doesn't apply to you, don't write it. But where is the inclusivity of that? That is a small change each person can make, you can make it. Why are we waiting? The thing is, we don't think about other people, and that's fine. But now we're talking, so maybe one of these thoughts can stay. Do you want to add something?
Yeah, I think similarly, focusing on gender neutral design. Similarly, including people from lived experience, people with marginalized communities in planning, in policy design, in urban planning, and also in constant reviewing of the policies that the government is making.
No. I just want to add. See your announcement person also, na. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
You can just say good afternoon, people. I would like to make an offer.
I agree. Reminds me, it's like all the washrooms, it's women or disabled, women or childcare, and men is just men. So it just makes me furious all the time. Anyways, coming back to the solutions, and I was also wondering how in our Indian constitution, we very clearly say every Indian citizen, and we are not putting any gender roles, or we are not putting any, male, female, other gender. We are not putting anything. We are just putting Bharatiya Nagrik or Indian citizen. Then I think we are not doing any favor by giving any opportunity while it's someone's right. So that's not a favor that you're doing, that, okay, I will give this opportunity, I've done the favor on this community. No, you're not doing that. It's their right and it belongs to them and they are accessing it. So also ending what I want to say with this, that I think majorly where you need to give them space is in your mind first, and the physical space will follow after.
That's true. I'm just going to add one point because I think I've spoken a lot, but that's also something to think about. How many of women sitting here know that if they choose to buy a house right now, they pay 1% less stamp duty? Did you all know that? Did all of you know that? So, do you want to say something?
What I wanted to just add here is thank you for a very, very interesting and insightful conversation. And it's very important to come out and speak to us and normalize this. We also do some work for transgender employment, so quite a bit sensitized, not completely. I'm a single woman, I'm a divorcee, and I can say that openly that the challenges that you face, even I have faced. I recently bought a house last year, and I was not sensitized, so neither the developer nor the broker. While I do work for the real estate and I'm very much aware, and I brought this up even with the president of Creda MCHIs, that sensitization is very important to any women home buyers. Then of course, secondly is the single home, women home buyers, because even I face that. You know, I was not getting a housing loan because I am an earning person and they wanted a guarantor, they wanted a nominee, you know, all of those challenges. And the only one that came forward was SBI Homes. So I must thank them, and I really talk about them because they were not concerned about everything else. Secondly, that you talked about the concessions, or there was nothing. Even I, in fact, I don't even know now that did I realize that I've paid more. So I have to go back to my, you know, documents to figure it out. But it is a very, very, very important conversation. And, you know, thanks for bringing it up.
I think there are so many layers and layers to it, because a lot of time I have found being denied renting a house first. Oh, you're a woman. Oh, you are a single woman. Oh, you're a Muslim single woman. So, matlab, it just keeps on adding, and oh, you're not living with anybody. So, you know, friends will come to your house, you'll party, and the whole
It's
idea
the
of
whole
what is it.
documentation, the processing. Obviously, I mean, we don't have a, you know, support. When we go to these places by ourselves. These are a lot of technical terms. So there is no one actually to assist you. You know, you just go with a lot of blank, and you don't, of course, also have so much time. And I have faced a lot of challenges at the banks, at the registration offices, you know, a lot of that. So I can completely empathize. But yes, these conversations I'm sure will help. What I would really want to ask is, while you did give certain points as suggestions of what all can be done, are you also talking to the government? Have you proposed any, you know, policies or changes, or is there, you know, some kind of documents that you have to support this cause? That will also help, I think.
Smaller groups who do this work, and I think Sachin might be also aware of more of the stuff. But we do have smaller groups where we talk about policy change for multiple things, not only housing but also just rights, also your violence and how to deal with that, and discrimination. You want to add? Yeah, add.
Hi. You know, from time to time, for example, when the to, thanks. When the government was planning to bring a transgender bill, so there is a Ministry of Social Justice and Empowerment which called the citizens to give their feedback on the draft of that bill. So there are such occasions which come, but they're like very few and far between.
And also, a lot of times the suggestions we can give, they need to be taken.
No, the reason I asked is, you know, there is the Prime Minister's vision of housing for all.
Yeah.
And all is all, right? So,
So-
you must then take this up very aggressively to be a part of that housing for all initiative. Maybe to begin with, from the affordable housing segment is what I understand from you, that a lot of community comes from there. And I'm sure Creda MCHI will assist. There is media here. I'm from the PR and the media team. So if there's any assistance that you want, happy to help you, at least to bring forth these suggestions. And if there is any channel. Yeah.
Sorry, finish, my bad.
No, I'm saying we are there to support you. So if there's anything that we can do, please feel free.
No, I think that's so important. Like, even if everybody who's present does an article eventually about it, would also still be making some amount of noise, right? And the more noise you make, the more likely you are to get heard. But being heard and being effectively changed is the thing. For example, right now you have the Mumbai societies and communities law that basically governs your working of societies, right? It says that you cannot discrimination on the basis of caste, religion, sexuality, gender. But you have societies themselves deciding which caste is allowed in our society, which is not, which religion is allowed. So sexuality ki to dur ki baat hai. The question is, do you know what your society is doing? If you live in rent or you own a flat, do you know what they're doing? If you are not, can you please bring it like up as an issue? Because it becomes actually really, really hard to find a house.
I think it's not like they're out there and telling you, not to rent a house there. It's once you rent, that's where it comes. And the organization that I work with, we also work in the vertical of community awareness and also systemic interventions. But like they rightly pointed out that a lot of things are being communicated to the government, a lot of things are being told in terms of their civil rights, violence survivors who are not even from Mumbai or Maharashtra per se, and do not have any documents to even open a bank account. Affording a house is very, very far-fetched dream. Then how do you go about doing that? Like, for example, we are running a group home. Just to find a 1 BHK for 5 individuals to live together is so difficult. We had to had so many conversations with the society, and then get the, we had to do so much, put so much effort in terms of renting the place on the organization's name, and then so much compliance were there. So I think it's a long journey, and you can talk all you want, but someone has to hear it, and then someone has to make a change. Who are the people in charge? Who has the power?
If I can just add a little bit to that, in many countries, if you see the trajectory on which the rights of queer people have happened, there is also, if marriage is not an option, for example, the Supreme Court has asked at looking whether the government of India can have like a marriage light, which is like domestic partnerships, civil unions, etc., which then help the couple to get those legal protections and rights which are enshrined in the constitution without the word marriage coming there. Of course, that does not solve the problem of a lot of the single people, you know, who have a problem. But when the whole 2023 gay marriage, the same-sex marriage discussion was on, so a lot of these options were on the table. Various petitions that were filed some version of something of this as options, but ultimately none of it came through. And like the ball is in the court of the parliament now. So.
Yeah, with that, I think I've finished everything I have to say. If you all have questions about anything, me, my identity, this, you can ask. By that logic.
Thank you
We are
so
done.
much. Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you,
Thank
everyone.
you.
Thank you.